Hi everyone, my name is Kate, welcome back to my wondernetting channel, and today I want to start a series of back to school theme tutorials. And I want to make some theme tutorials before September. We're gonna prepare with you for college, for university, for school. I've already graduated university, but I really like back to school aesthetic. Today we're gonna make a cardigan, and I hope that skeins that I bought it will be enough for this cardigan, because I'm beginning to doubt that it will be enough. If it happens, I will need a little bit more, but we'll see. I hope it will be enough. Today's cardigan will be good not only in these colors that I'm gonna use, white and black, but also red and black, or maybe blue and black, or blue and white, or green and black, green and white. So use that colors that you like. Also, you can make this cardigan with cotton, or cotton with mixtures, or maybe wool with mixtures if you're gonna wear it in a cold season. This cardigan is quite simple and it's medium level, I think. But if you're learning fast, you will cope with it too, of course. But don't worry, I will show you step by step, so even a beginner can make this cardigan. So let's get started, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's get 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And also please give this video a like and leave a comment, it will help others to see this video too. So let's get started. As it's now back to school time and back to university time, many people are studying hard or preparing for their studies. Although I have graduated my university, but I don't stop studying. For example, English isn't my native language, so I study hard every day to increase my English vocabulary. I have some different ways how I usually self-study my English. For example, a lot of listening, writing, speaking, but it's not always enough to memorize that word that is always slips out of my head. And to avoid these situations, I use NEURON Flash app. It's my true recommendation because I use this app every day, and as we have back to school themed video, I want to share with you this app too. This app helps me to memorize information better. I use this app specifically to learn my English words, but you can use it to learn some rules, terms, any language, whatever information you need to memorize. I want to clarify that this app for self-studying. For example, you're preparing for exam and you need to memorize some rule or term, or you're learning new language and you find a word that is new to you. You type this word or term, whatever information, into the app, add examples or description of the words. You can use ChatGPT for this, and add it to your library. That's it, and now you can practice it. The app has a special system that allows you to memorize all the information permanently. It's better to go to the app every day and practice your words, and the app will give you these words in a certain order every day. And with this system, all words, terms, rules, whatever information will stick in your head. My advice to use this app at least 1 month to learn all the information. I at one time write down a lot of words that I want to learn and then practice them. If you're preparing for exams or learning a new language, it's my true recommendation to use NEURON Flash app to self-study. Actually, I've already found a pattern I liked beforehand, and now let's make a sketch. Now it's in the cardigans with ties or bows, so you won't need buttons. I also want to make a black edging. On Pinterest you can find a lot of cardigans with contrasting edging, so I think it matches with back to school aesthetic. The cardigan will be a little bit lace, so it will be perfect for autumn season. So for size XS we will need 7 skeins of white yarn in 50 grams 135 meters and 1 skein of black yarn. Also hook 4 millimeters, scissors, markers and needle. I will use RU Premium. It's cotton with cash acrylic, cashmere with acrylic. I bought it in Korean yarn store, Wool Club. You can find them on Instagram, or they have YouTube channel, and you can order this yarn on their website. The link will be in the description below the video. Here is the information about number of air loops. Right now we're gonna make the front part, and we need to chain 29 plus 3. Originally the pattern consists of 6 loops, but I changed it to make this cardigan, so it's a little bit hard to explain how I counted the number of air loops. But if you need to make the cardigan bigger size, you need to add to my number of air loops. Here it's 29, 6 more loops. For example, 29 plus 6, it will be 35, so you need to cast on 35 5 loops plus 3 more to start the row. If you need the bigger size, even more bigger size, then 29 plus 6 plus 6, it will be 41 plus 3 to start the row. And the same principle for the back part of the cardigan and for the sleeve. So right now make chain of 29 plus 3 more loops. It's for size XS. If you need 2 more, add 6 more loops. Here is chain of 29 and plus 3 more loops, and these 3 loops will be counted at the first stitch in the row. Yarn over, insert the hook into the 5th loop from the hook, the one on the hook doesn't count, and make 4 double crochet. Crochet first loop, then 2 more. It's the first double crochet we made, then yarn over again, insert the hook into the next loop. Again make double crochet, it's the second one, the third one, and the 4th one. So in total 5 double crochet with first chain of 3. Then chain 1, skip 1 loop and make 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Like this. Then again chain 1, skip 1 stitch and make 5 double crochet. So crochet the same pattern until the end of the row. You should finish with 5 double crochet, this is what you should have. Then make chain 1 and turn your work. From the second loop from the hook, the one on the hook doesn't count, start crocheting 5 single crochet. Grab the yarn, pull it out and crochet 2 loops on the hook. Then make chain 1, skip 1 loop and make 5 single crochet again. So we need to make single crochet above double crochet from the previous row, and chain 1 above the chain 1, and so on until the end of the row. Don't forget to make the last single crochet right here. Then make chain of 3 and turn your work. This chain of 3 is counted at the first double crochet at the first stitch. So insert the hook into the 5th loop from the hook, the one on the hook doesn't count, and make double crochet like this. Yarn over, insert the hook right behind the first stitch of the first row like this. Grab the yarn, pull it out and crochet only 2 loops on the hook like this. Then yarn over again and insert the hook right behind the 5th double crochet from the first row like this. It's relief double crochet. Grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet only first 2 loops on the hook. Then grab yarn again and crochet 3 loops together. So it's 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex. Then yarn over again and insert the hook into the second loop before the chain 1 from the previous row, right here, and make 2 double crochet. The first one and into the next loop, the second one, it's before chain 1 from the previous row, like this. Then chain 1 above the chain 1, then make double crochet 1 and into the next loop 2, then again 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex. Yarn over, insert the hook behind the first double crochet of the first row, crochet only 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over again, insert the hook behind the 5th double crochet of the first row, crochet only 2 loops on the hook, then 3 together. Again, make 2 double crochet before chain 1 from the previous row, 1 in the next stitch, 2, then chain 1 above the chain 1 from the previous row, and repeat the pattern again. 2 double crochet, then 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex, then 2 double crochet before chain 1, and so on until the end of the row. The pattern consists of only 2 rows. So yeah, this row is a little bit complicated, but the next row will be much easier. At the end of the row, insert the hook behind the last stitch, like this, make the same way, and 2 double crochet with 2 last stitches in the row. and it should look like this. Next row much easier, just chain 1, turn your work, and from the second loop from the hook start crocheting single crochet. At first make 2 single crochet, 1 into the next stitch, 2. The next single crochet should be relief, so insert the hook behind those relief stitches from the previous row like this and make single crochet. Then 2 single crochet above double crochet from the previous row, 1 and 2. Then chain 1 above the chain 1 from the previous row, and again 2 single crochet, then relief single crochet like this behind those stitches from the previous row, and then 2 single crochet again, 1 and 2, chain 1, and repeat the same way until the end of the row. Don't forget about the last single crochet, then chain 3, turn your work and repeat again. This is how it should look like right now. So from the 5th loop from the hook make 1 double crochet, then make 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex, insert the hook behind the first double crochet, then yarn over and insert the hook behind the 5th double crochet. Then make 2 double crochet, chain 1, again 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex, crochet first 2 loops, yarn over, crochet first 2 loops, then 3 together, 2 double crochet and chain 1, and so on. We need to repeat rows 3 and 4 as many times as you want. Where you want to start, make armpit decreases. I will make 22 rows in total. And further I will count the rows by these relief stitches, I will call them V's, it will be more convenient. So the pattern itself isn't so complicated, I think it's medium level. For your convenience, I divided this video by time code so you can check out what you need freely and easily. Decreases, front parts, back parts, sleeves, edging, ties, I think it will be helpful for you. This is how 22 rows looks like, and after that I'm gonna start making armpit decreases. So I made 10 rows if we counted by these V's. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 V's. And right now we're gonna make decreases, but don't be confused, I'll show you how I made decreases on the back side of the cardigan because I've already made it. They are the same, but listen to me carefully. We need to make 2 front parts for the cardigan, left and right part, and on the left part we're gonna make arm decreases right here on the left side, and on the right part of the cardigan we're gonna make decreases on the right side of this part. I hope you understand. So decreases on one front part you need to make at the beginning of the row, and on the other side you need to make decreases at the end of the row. I hope you understand, because when you make decreases at the beginning of the row, it will be your right part of the cardigan, right here, yes? And when you make decreases at the end of the row, it will be your left side. I hope you understand. And now I'll show you how I made decreases on my back part of the cardigan, because I made them at the same time at the beginning of the row and at the end of the row. But for the front part, you should make them only at the beginning of the row or only at the end of the row. I hope you understand, because I didn't want to repeat how I made decreases because they are all the same and it will be just a long tutorial and I don't want it to last too long. So right now you make decreases at the end of the row, as I'll show you on the back part, the same way. After that, on the row 14, if we count it by the ways, I'll show you how we made decrease for the neckline from this side. I will back to you when we need to make decreases for the neckline. So for the back part we need to chain 71 plus 3 more loops to start the row and crochet the same way as the front part before decreases, in total 22 rows. And now we're gonna make decreases to remove one line from both sides. The height right now is 19 centimeters and the width 40.5 centimeters. The first row with decrease, yarn over, insert the hook into the 5th loop from the hook, grab the yarn, pull it out and crochet only 2 loops on the hook. Then start making 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex. Crochet first 2 loops, you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert the hook into the 5th, behind the 5th double crochet, crochet first 2 loops, you have 4 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn and crochet all 4 together. So it's the first decrease, then crochet as usual until the last line. On the last line I crocheted 2 first double crochet, then yarn over, make 2 relief double crochet, crochet first 2 loops, you have 2 loops on the hook. With last stitch, crochet first 2 loops, you have 3 loops on the hook, then again yarn over, insert the hook into the penultimate stitch, grab the yarn, crochet first 2 loops, you have 4 loops on the hook, crochet them 4 together, and crochet the last double crochet, like this. So it's the decrease at the end of the row. Chain 1, turn your work, and crochet the row with single crochet as usual, make relief single crochet above relief stitches from the previous row. Row 25, start with yarn over and then insert the hook behind the last double crochet from the previous row, right here. Crochet 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over again, insert the hook into the next stitch, the second stitch before chain 1. Crochet 2 loops on the hook, then crochet 3 loops together, like this. Then yarn over and make the next double crochet before chain 1. Then crochet as usual until the last line. At the end, crochet first 2 double crochet as usual, 1, 2, then start making 1 relief double crochet, crochet 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over again and insert the hook into the last stitch in this row, like this. Crochet first 2 loops, then 3 together. This is the decrease, then chain 1 and turn your work. First single crochet we need to make relief, and then crochet as usual until the end of the row. Yarn over, insert the hook into the 5th loop from the hook. Grab the yarn, pull it out, crochet 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over again, insert the hook into the next stitch, crochet 2 loops, then 3 together. It's the decrease at the beginning of the row. Then make chain 1 and then crochet as usual until the last line. At the end, after chain 1, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, crochet only 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over again, insert the hook into the next stitch, crochet 2 loops on the hook, then 3 together, and the last stitch, crochet as usual double crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, and crochet usual single crochet, 2 single crochet, then chain 1, 1, 2, then chain 1, and then crochet single crochet and relief single crochet as usual until the end of the row. Row 29, chain of 3 and then chain 1, because we continue crocheting right from the second line. We just skip one stitch and it will be the decrease right here. So just as usual, 2 double crochet, then 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and so on until the last line. And as you can see right now, we removed 1 line. At the end of this row, after the chain 1, just skip 1 stitch and make double crochet into the last stitch in this row. Row 30 with single crochet, and like this, don't make single crochet into the chain of air loops. And that's all. We removed 1 line and just continue crocheting as usual without any decreases. And finish this row the same way without any decreases. After decreases, crochet as many rows as you want. I will crochet in total 40 rows, 19 widths if we count it by width. I crocheted left front part with decreases at the end of the row the same way as I did on the back part. The neckline will be much easier. At row 30 with single crochet, we must not to finish the last line. We just make chain of 3 and start the next row. Just turn your work and crochet as usual until the end of the row, and the next row with single crochet, crochet as usual too. At row 33, make decrease at the beginning of the row. Insert the hook into the next stitch, crochet only 2 loops on the hook, then start crocheting relief double crochet, crochet 2 loops, then yarn over again, insert the hook into the last stitch, crochet 2 loops, then 4 together. There will be only 1 decrease, and then crochet as usual until the end of the row. Row 34 with single crochet, finish as usual, then chain of 3, and on row 35 start with relief double crochet. And in total crochet 40 rows. At the end make chain 1 and cut the yarn. And this is how the left front part should look like. And as you can see, I finished on double crochet row, not on the single crochet. The height is 35.5 centimeters. The width is 15.5 centimeters, and here it's 9 centimeters. On the right front part, just don't finish row 29. Make chain 1 and turn your work and crochet single crochet row as usual. Row 31 starts as usual and we'll finish it with decrease. Make 2 relief double crochet with 1 vertex as usual, and with 2 last double crochet make decrease. Yarn over, insert the hook into the penultimate stitch, grab the yarn, pull it out and crochet only 2 loops on the hook. Then yarn over again, insert the hook into the last stitch, crochet 2 loops on the hook, then 3 together like this, then chain 1 and then crochet as many rows as you did on the left side. This is how 2 front pieces should look like. The back part looks like this. 2 front parts shouldn't be the same width as the back part because we're gonna make the ties and it should be the space for these ties. So right now I made 1 back part, 2 2 front parts and 1 sleeve I made 2 days ago. All I have left is to crochet 1 sleeve. And as you can see, I started crochet it with 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I made decreases and I left only 7 lines. I made decreases so it won't be too wide on your wrist area, but at the same time it will fit under your armpits. Of course, you can make just usual rectangular with 9 lines, but I recommend you to make decreases so it won't be too wide on your wrist. As I said at the very beginning of the video, I still don't know if I will be enough with these skeins of yarn. And I need to crochet 1 more sleeve, and I only have left 1 skein of yarn and a little bit. Yes, for 1 sleeve I spent 1 skein and a little bit, but I don't know how much I spent of this a little bit. But I think 1 skein and this won't be enough. I will start crocheting the second sleeve, and also the decreases are the same as we did on the back part, so we just need to decrease 2 lines. For the sleeve, make chain of 53 plus 3 to start the row. On row 5, start making decreases the same way as we did on the back part. We need to cut 1 line from both sides, so right now it's 9 lines and we need to have 7 lines. Just repeat the same as we did on the back part. In total, you should crochet 58 rows or more. It should be 28 V rows. So if we count by these relief stitches, by these V's, it would be 28 rows. And I finish on row with double crochet. At the end, chain 1 and cut the yarn. It's been almost 2 weeks and I finally got new skein to finish my cardigan, and I've already crocheted my 2 sleeves, so right now we finally can join it all together. So these are my sleeves, 1 front part, 2nd front part and the back. Yay, all we have left to do is to join it all together, make black edging, and that's all, and make black ties also. So here you can check all the measurements. Now let's join front parts and back parts on shoulders. Insert the hook into the first stitches, make starter loop, pull it out, crochet 1 loop on the hook, then insert the hook into the next stitches and make slip stitch. First loop, crochet into the second loop, like this. Then insert the hook into the next stitches, make slip stitch, and so on until the end of the shoulder. At the end, chain 1 and cut the yarn. This is how it should look like. From the other side, crochet the same way. Let's join the sleeve. You need to find the row where you started making decreases. For me, it's 9th row if we count it by these holes. So insert the hook into the first stitch on the sleeve and into the chain of air loops on the body of the cardigan. Crochet 1 loop on the hook, then insert the hook into the next stitch but into the same hole with air loops and make a slip stitch. Insert the hook into the next stitch but into the same, again, chain of air loops. Then insert the hook into the next stitch and into the next hole with air loops. So in each hole of air loops we need to crochet 3 slip stitches. So it's the second one and the third one into the same hole, next stitch and next chain of air loops. 1, into the same air loops 2, next stitch, into the same air loops 3. So we need to join the sleeve the same way until the end. Now you can try on the cardigan to see if the length of the sleeve is good for you, because if not, you can crochet right now a little bit more rows. The sides join with single crochet, and here we need to make 3 single crochet in each chain of air loops, then 1 single crochet into the row with single crochet. So this is the row with single crochet, and from the other side it's a little bit behind the relief stitch. Make single crochet. Into the chain of air loops, make 3 single crochet. 1, into the same place 2, and into the same place 3, like this. Then again find the row with single crochet from one side and from the other side, right here, and make 1 single crochet. Then 3 single crochet into the chain of air loops, and so on until the end of the sleeve. After the armpit area, start crocheting right into these chains of air loops. The same way, 3 single crochet into the chain of air loops and 1 single crochet into the row with single crochet. Now we can try on the cardigan, and you can see how it looks like without edging. It's really pretty and tender. And now let's make the edging. Make a starter loop, insert the hook into the corner of the front part, crochet 1 loop on the hook, and into the same place make 2 single crochet. Then make 1 single crochet into the row with single crochet. Then 3 single crochet into the chain of air loops, and 1 single crochet into the row with single crochet. So the edging here is the same as we joined the sides of the cardigan. And we need to crochet like this until the next corner of the next front part. Where we have a neckline, just crochet 1 single crochet into each stitch. It should look like this right now, and at the bottom of the cardigan I want to make a little ruffles. So yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch and crochet 3 loops together. It's a half double crochet. Yarn over again into the same stitch, make 2 more half double crochet. So into each stitch make 3 half double crochet all over the bottom. But of course you can make it without ruffles, just crochet 1 single crochet into each stitch. At the end, make slip stitch into the first single crochet, chain 1 and cut the yarn. This is how it looks like, and the same way crochet on the sleeves. Insert the hook, make chain of 2, yarn over, and start crocheting 2 half double crochet into this stitch. Into the next stitch make 3 half double crochet, and so on until the end, and join with slip stitches into the first stitch. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. To crochet ties, leave along a tip and make chain of 50 or more. Crochet 2 rows with slip stitches. From the second loop from the hook, start making slip stitches. At the end of the row, make chain 1, and again from the second loop from the hook, the one on the hook doesn't count. Start making the second row with slip stitches. At the end, make chain 1 and cut the yarn. Leave along a tip. Then with needle, hide all the ends and sew the ties to the neckline where we have the corners. And this is the cardigan. I think it looks really beautiful, gorgeous. Because of the texture, it looks interesting, like some kind of vintage style. On my Instagram, you wrote me that this cardigan looks like Chanel cardigan. And I think it is, especially with black edging. Also, like the ruffles, they bring some cuteness into this cardigan. I think in baby pink color with black edging will be so cute. Actually, in all colors with black edging will be nice. Write me in the comments which colors will you choose for this cardigan. So the cardigan turned out really cute, and I think it gives some old money style. I think you can make not only one bow but the second bow right over here, and it will look good too. This cardigan really describes back to school aesthetic. Also, I think this cardigan looks like from Gossip Girl. So I hope you like this tutorial and this cardigan too. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to my Instagram, and we'll see in the next video. Bye kitties! Maybe I should name this tutorial like Old Money Cardigan, Crochet Cardigan, not Back to School Crochet Cardigan. What do you think? Because I really think that it gives some old money style look.